That's why I put the song because it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and we're back again. KRTV. Another banger. This time is an old banger. You got
emphasize it.
yeah, you know, here's some H&M news. You remember that H&M fiasco? We're talking about it, trying to understand what's the mindset behind it.
LeBron James fires back at a huge fashion retail company after a racist ad. LeBron James is not shy about speaking his mind and standing up for the people off the court, taking aim at politics and justice, and this time, racism. H&M is getting major heat after releasing this ad. In the picture, the young black boy is wearing a hoodie that says, "Coolest monkey in the jungle," while the Caucasian boy next to him has a shirt on that says "Survival Expert." Many were disturbed by the image. A New York Times writer tweeted that H&M has lost their minds. Big D wrote on Twitter, "So the black kid gets to wear the H&M sweater with the coolest monkey in the jungle and the white kid with the survival expert. This is beyond disgusting. It's a projection of your neo-colonial thinking. You won't see me anywhere near your shops these days." When King James caught wind of the fire, he wrote, "H&M got us all wrong and we ain't going for it, straight up. Enough about y'all and more about what I see when I look at this photo. I see a young king, the ruler of the world, an untouchable force that can never be denied. We as African Americans always have to break barriers, prove people wrong, and work even harder to prove we belong. But guess what? That's what we love because the benefits at the end of the road are so beautiful. Hashtag love my people." Artists like The Weeknd also vowed to stop working with H&M. H&M did release an apology saying, "We understand that many people are upset about the image of the children's hoodies. We who work at H&M can only agree. We're deeply sorry that the picture was taken, and we also regret the actual print. Therefore, we've not only removed the image from our channel, but also the garment from our product offering. It's obvious that our routines haven't been followed properly. This is without any doubt. We'll thoroughly investigate why this is happening and prevent this type of mistake from happening again."
So as you can see here, you got the black boy and the white boy, and they gave the black boy the coolest monkey in the jungle top, and they gave the white boy survival expert. So of course they could have just simply switched them over, put them in different outfits, and then it would have been fine. PR nightmare over, because there's no negative connotations to white people in monkey costumes or being monkeys. Not that I'm aware of anyway.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
So I think they did it on purpose.
I just don't think H&M would want. That being said, COVID was a weird thing.
You got to remember, these massive corporations, they sometimes it's owned by like families, isn't it? So like it could be like a massive Jewish family who owns H&M, Primark, JD. They could own all of these, Zara, and you know what I mean. They could just be doing things. They don't just own one thing. So they could have that same agenda to cause confusion and spread all this stuff, random. I don't know what they're trying to break the people up, divide the people. I don't know what it is.
I don't think we're divided because it's kind of did the opposite. I know you mean. You think it's done on purpose because you think they have power. With power, you can play with people.
You can play with people.
Basically Squid Game.
Squid Games, real life. That's what I feel like the governments of the world do. Governments in power. That's what I feel like
people in power. I hate them on the government. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, people in power.
Yeah.
Governments, major corporations, banks, the bankers. These are the ones that run the world, isn't it? At the end of the day. So that's why I feel like there's no mistakes. They do everything very calculated. That's what I think. Like Shio Taro was talking about who printed the shirt, but it's not about who printed the shirt because there's nothing wrong with being the coolest monkey in the jungle. Nothing wrong with it. Like I said, the white boy could have wore that and it would have been fine. China boy could have wore that, it would have been fine. But because there's a black guy, a little black boy wearing it, you're gonna think that could be negative. Even though it's saying the coolest, you know, why the black guy gotta be a monkey?
do you think we'll ever get to a time where a black person a company could put it out there and people will think nothing of it? Do you think there'll ever be a time? You think it's like nah, because of what's going on now and in history? Will we ever get to a point? Genuinely, forget this. Just will we ever get to a point? Philosophical question out here.
I don't think so.
Like far in the future, maybe far.
You're talking about light years.
Light
Let's say 400 years into the future. I don't think
4 centuries.
I don't think people will still be talking about.
400 years ago, slavery was still going on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I put another 400 years on it.
But you can make the argument 400 years ago, the idea of a black doctor was like, what the fuck? Hell no. But then 400 years now, it's like, you don't question it that much.
That's why I don't think it will change much. Because if society keeps going this way.
But I can say society's changed, racially it's changed to it. Like, look where we are now compared to where 400 years ago. A massive change.
Massive.
Yeah, so I think 400 might be a change. A lot changed. Possibly. Because just look, you can't doctor backwards.
Yeah, it's not all positive though.
I know it's not all positive, but I'm saying I'm seeing positive. Maybe I see positive.
There is going to be positive.
But I'm saying, because remember, we were
the negatives are promoted. Remember, the negatives are highlighted.
Yeah, but we know there's positives, isn't it? I think I see positives because of how I grew up and everything. Because I know back then we had nothing. Now that idea of me being here, talking out here, it just that wouldn't happen years ago. Back then, even that notion of a black doctor. I'm just saying, I think possibly because you got what you say.
No, I'm just saying about the whole. You was asking, is the mindset like it would just ever be acceptable one day?
Yeah, I think from an innocent, like a person
would it be
innocently say this.
That's like what, any stereotype or just the.
I said this one in general, but I guess you could, because there's so many stereotypes.
Exactly, there's
so many. Like, this is like not minor one, but like this is also I like this one.
That's why I just said 400 years because I was thinking about slavery, and
I look back and like
it was more than 400 years.
Yeah.
But that 400 years is a long ass time for a lot of bad things.
It wasn't abolition in 1700 or 1800.
They said it was
multiple days,
like 16 something, but whatever.
So I'm thinking 400, but
yeah, it was 400 something years.
Yeah,
but it could have went on longer than that. That's just when they started documenting it. So
true.
You know what I mean? Like it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, for us to get
they just need to just chill out. They've done enough.
Not
you. Let me check right now because I know the CEOs. I'm using my Shari guy looking into the future right now. I know these CEOs are not from any African background or color, people of color.
It's unlikely.
I'm gonna just assume they're not people of color. Yeah, because that's why I feel like they're just doing it on purpose. They need to chill out. They got 400 years plus of bad PR.
Your name is Toby. What's your name?
Kunta Kinte.
I do get where you're coming from when you're saying that, you know, H&M is a big company, worldwide, and they didn't know it's in America, but entire banks were talked about it.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, so to a high degree, they would know that this could happen.
100%.
There's a possibility, yeah.
100%.
But I think for me, I think what I was saying was that I don't know myself, and maybe because we live everyday life, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, there's things when me and you go out in the streets.
Yeah. Look at this guy.
But calm down.
Yeah, I just had to let the people know because, go continue.
When we go out in the streets, I know that I think, especially as a black person, we don't know, like, what can and can't we, like, there's things we couldn't do 50 years ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can do now. So I think every day, me, or maybe you too, I'm always questioning what's okay and what's not okay. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
As in, like,
what's okay, what's not okay?
As in, I asked you a question about will there be a time when we can have that picture? There can be 400 years, 500 years from now. I agree. But I think when I first saw it, I thought to myself, oh yeah, a person could have just put that innocently. In theory, possibly. Probably not. But in theory, possibly put it innocently and not even thought about it. There could be a genuinely non-racist person who, like, remember she was saying, it's not just the CEOs, it's the people in the groups.
Yeah.
Possibly. I'm not hating
Yeah.
So it could be a person innocently, probably not, but innocently just putting it out there. Possibly, I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
I get where you're coming from.
Chain of command.
Yeah, chain of command. Remember, like, not everyone at the top sees what's going on. There's not my person, but.
No, what I'm saying, but there's always going to be team leader and then there's going to be CEO or
but it's not always. It's like
manager,
but it's not always a CEO. It's not,
team leader.
But I'm saying, yeah,
regional.
I get there's people.
Yeah.
But it's not always a CEO.
No, I'm not saying
The CEO could still be bad.
I'm just saying
it was just bad, but it could not see it.
there's a team of people. It wasn't just one.
There are
person.
people. There are people.
It wasn't just one person's mistake.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think for me, I was always looking at it as like, oh, it could be a person that there could have been people there who just don't. It's almost like when a person says, "Can I touch your hair?" Do you know that house stereotype? That microaggression.
What the fuck? No.
What?
No, I'm just like, but a person. I don't even. You just explain because I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that there are people. I think there are people. My theory was there are people in the world who just innocently, literally look at this and aren't thinking that way. Call them stupid. They should know this, but I'm thinking they're looking at it and thinking, oh, I'm just putting a kid in a jumper. There are people like that, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But yeah, possibly. What I'm saying.
Yeah, go on.
But what I'm saying is that in theory I hope there's a time where we can move past this, look at this and think, oh, this is okay. That's gonna take a long time. I think maybe possibly these people are thinking this is an okay time. Possibly, but I do agree that H&M's a big company. They should have known this. You see where I'm coming from? I know you're looking at, oh yeah, these law are bad, they're fucked, and I do agree with you. But I think when I first saw this, I'm letting you know how I thought.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, there are people like who are genuinely innocent who don't think like this. They call them stupid if you want.
You're thinking of them and giving them your mind. You're judging them by your mind, and that's where you're sadly mistaken. Yeah.
But then how do you mean?
Because your mind is thinking that people are a bit more civilized, so they could make. There's no negativity behind it. It's just there's two jumpers. There's two children. Here you go, children. And he got that one. He got that one. There wasn't.
No. I'm thinking. I don't know. You think I'm positive on humanity now.
You're thinking in a positive way. Like
no.
There's just two jumpers.
No.
There's two children, rather than there was a thought into it. Like there was more than, here you go, blindfolded and just gave them jumpers. Because that's the way it seems like you're thinking of the group or the team.
Did you remember I said about the hair thing?
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because do you think that's an innocent thing? Do you think that's a racial? Like I'm trying to be racist to you. A person asking, "Cut your hair."
No, it's not racist. It's just weird.
But can you think that person asking is being innocent? You think they're trying to like f you up?
No, I don't. It could be innocent.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you.
They want to touch your hair. They haven't seen you before.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from. It could be. It's probably not. But I do believe there are innocent people out there.
It's hard to put them together.
Yeah, it's probably 80 on you.
Yeah.
I give you your point. It's 80 on you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the way I thought was it's a possibility that they are innocent because I've met innocent people who wouldn't even hurt anyone. And that could be 20%. But then you got a point. It could be 80%. Oh, I'm really trying to PR this, mess it up. Do you know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from?
Yep. It's just the two things aren't. You can't put them together.
No.
I just feel like you can't compare the two and then get the same kind of answer because one is touching your hair because they might have not seen a black person before, which is understandable if you're going to somewhere like China or Italy. It's happened to me in Italy when I was little. Old granny wanted to touch my hair. I've never seen an afro or something. I don't know. And I was like, okay. My mum was like, that's weird because you must have seen a black person before. But obviously,
in Japan, I've never seen it.
No, but this is in Italy and Spain.
But I'm saying there are places out there.
That's what I'm saying. If it was in Japan, then it would be a bit different. But it's Italy. So obviously, my mum found it weird. So I didn't find it weird as a child, but my mum did. So she was a bit like, So but that could be innocent. That's just I haven't seen it before.
I think you're going.
But the clothes, there's no.
No, but what I'm saying is that innocence comes with ignorance. I think ignorance is a better word. Some people just don't. Remember that Japan thing I told you about? How some people in Japan were making cartoons, even though we passed those times, they don't see black people. So that you can. I don't want to say the word ignorant. And I was like, ignorance is a better word. There are people out there who are ignorant about this, who work in the company, for this will be okay. Remember that Japan?
That's true.
That's the.
But then, and that's why I said about the whole team. If it was,
if
it was a small company, then I would agree with that. There could be ignorance behind it. But remember, they've got to run this up the chain before this can go out internationally.
But wasn't she Sarah Banks saying that sometimes the CEO is not seeing? But I guess
no, she's assuming, speculating.
But this is why I say assumptions.
She's trying not to get thrown under the bus.
You think it's PR?
She's doing PR job.
PR,
she's doing a PR job. She said, "I'm gonna get shredded for this" before she even started, and then
I'm not that. I thought she'd be more on it.
Exactly. Because she said she started.
I thought she was an actress.
She was pussyfooting around. She's a model. She don't want to get fired. She wants to keep her deals. But that's why I say only because of the whole going up the chain of command. That's why I say it wasn't like it could have been ignorant if it was only that team and it only came out in London, but it was an international thing and they had to pull it out of all the stores. So even if London's massive, London's one of the global powers. So when that London store says something, it's gonna go to America. It's gonna go all over Europe. So that's what I'm saying. Like it had a lot of. It must have went to a lot of people before it got released, and that's the only reason why I say. They done it and they made up a choice. Yeah, they weighed the risk.
I think I get what you're saying. I think for me it was more like the masses versus the little people. Like the mum was okay with it. There are probably a couple of people in that team who probably didn't see it that way. But the other comp chains and most of the world saw it that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's in your favor. I'm just saying. I think I was fighting for the little people. Think, there are people who probably aren't looking at it that way. I think everyone is a bit, but then the world is moving this way. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand. And H&M is a big company, so it's the big. Maybe it's my.
Yeah, you're just nice. You're just a nice.
I don't think it's nice. You're
looking at the world through the way it should be, the way you would like it to be, rather than the way it is.
No. I believe that they should have known better. I do believe they should have known better. I just think. How am I saying that? I believe it should have been done better. I just think there are people in the world who aren't always thinking like that. But I don't know what the ratio is. You know what I'm saying?
There's 100%, not always.
It's not always.
Not everyone's racist. Not
everyone's
prejudiced.
Yeah, there are people like they asked them. I know Kevin big on this point. They asked the mom. I'm not a big point.
The mom, he's the little.
But I'm saying even the mom itself.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's the mother.
Yeah.
I can't say a black woman hasn't gone through stuff and doesn't know what's going on.
No, of course not.
So
it's just like.
I think that was one person. I'll give you that. But I'm also a bit. I guess that's why it kind of made me think. Okay, how are you okay with this? It doesn't make sense.
She got the paycheck at the end of the day. I remember
but let's say that's an assumption. But she did get paid. But they were assuming that. But we can't assume that. Oh, that's why.
No, but I'm not. But I'm saying you said the mum's okay with it, and I'm saying she got paid at the end of the day.
But I'm
her
saying,
son's a model.
Yeah, but we can't.
So that's her incentive.
But we can't always assume not all mothers are gonna like.
No, but I'm saying you've seen remember what's his name? Justin Bieber. He got sent off to go live with Usher.
Yeah, possibly.
There's incentive.
Yeah.
Who does that? It's not normal.
Yeah.
So there's incentive behind it.
Yeah.
So you keep you a bit quiet. You be like, it's not that bad. It's Usher. Not that bad. It's H&M. You know what I mean?
I'll give you that.
So that's the only way I think. Like I said, she was fine with it, but she could be fine with it. It's not. There's some parents out there that don't mind interracial dating and marriage, and there's some that do. Not to say that this has anything to do with that, but I'm just saying when it comes to parents, not every parent is gonna
have the best interest of her. That's not been in the kid's interest. Long term.
You could say that. You could just say that. Yeah, say that. Yeah. Best interest are not the best.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I think I assume every black parent. Every black parent would look at it from why would you let my kid do this? My mom wouldn't let me do that.
Yeah, mine either.
Because they've gone through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so they know.
But there are people who sell their soul for money. So maybe it's marketing.
Yeah. She could be ignorant and the money could be enticing.
Could be broke. Be like, I need money. Possibly.
So it could be too. Yeah. It could be both. Or she could know and then the money is too good. She could be broke, so she needs it.
Yeah, I guess there is,
So because it's like
I think.
Let me give you an example. I got a good one for you.
Okay.
They got a little Jewish child, and they got him wearing some Holocaust kind of top, like I am the coolest baker in the oven or something. Like we all know about the gas chambers and all that horrible stuff, and then now they got him wearing a top about. They got a German wearing some top. I'm the coolest baker, and I'm the coolest something in the oven. I don't know, but let's just think of it in that theory. That's wild. PR nightmare. Like, imagine. Why would they put this on me? And I'm the little Jewish child.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I guess.
If that happened,
it's a war. It makes
game over.
It makes you question. Can you makes you think who's truly like.
It's nuts. That just came to my mind now. But imagine they done that. Like they should do that as an experiment.
Put a picture on this. I don't know when you get it.
What?
Of what you just said.
Oh,
I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, what the
No, but I say you saw his picture. You said.
No, I'm saying like they got the picture of the coolest monkey and then the white child. You know how they made that comparison? One's a monkey, one's a survival expert. And I'm saying we know about the history of black people and white people. So what about if we put in some Jewish history, Holocaust history, which we know is not a nice thing either. And what if we put that on a t-shirt?
Yeah. Of your age, I think also, I think, remember I was talking about like in 400 years, are we going to be where we're going to be? I think part of me is thinking, like, remember, there's some things that we're doing now we couldn't do 50 years ago. I think part of me is thinking, are we at, it's a bit like, are we at a time where we can have that shirt, the jumper? Most likely 99% of the time, 100%, we can't do it right now. But there could be a time in history where we could put that out there and no one's going to think anything of it. Right now. I mean, in the future.
Yeah.
So right now we can't
one
do
day,
it, 100%.
one day. Yeah,
maybe one day, yeah.
One day, yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Because like I said, there was a point where there's some things we couldn't even say and do back then.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's part of me thinking, are they testing the waters and seeing what we can do? But you have a point. Mothers do move a certain
Why are
way.
they testing the waters though? Why are they testing their waters with that bad history? That's what I mean.
I mean, but how else are you gonna test things? Like it's like you need to take risks.
You've got to.
I'm not saying it's good to do that.
Make amends. You can't test waters with more negativity or stuff
As in
could be seen as
reparations
negative.
and stuff.
Like there has to be some sort of solution, and there hasn't been a solution from all that pain.
Yeah. I know.
that's why I think-
There's a better medicine than this. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
There's better medicine than this.
this isn't medicine.
But remember, H&M is one company.
They're testing waters. What are they testing?
Remember, this is H&M.
They're not a political company.
Yeah, there's many companies out here.
Yeah.
They're a visual company.
Yeah,
You're talking about like finances and like other like social help. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just saying in
This
general.
is one company that boosts a certain way.
Yeah, like remember, it could have been a positive logo. It could have been something positive.
Yeah.
If they wanted to do something helpful, it could have been a positive. I don't know. I don't know.
I think another part of me is thinking of it from a sense of if a kid who's 7 years old doesn't know much about this world we live in, can look at this, he'll look at it and think, oh, it's just normal.
Exactly.
I think that's the way I was thinking of it as well.
Yeah, of course.
But it is ignorant.
It's innocent. It's innocent. It's a t-shirt.
And ignorant.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt.
So I was thinking of it from that perspective as well.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Yeah.
When you go under the layers, like I said, it would have been fine if they swapped the shirts around. But PR, they wanted to do what they wanted to do. They were taking shots and they were seeing if the public would be aware of these shots.
We're not ready for this.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's 6 years ago. We're still not ready for this.
It's mad. It's
That's
mad.
what I'm talking about. It's one of those philosophical, timeless things.
Yeah.
It's very. This doesn't age.
H&M.
Even 100 years from now, we probably can't have that. People will be like, hang on, we did this. It's one of those things that's going to take a long time to go over.
That's what I'm saying. Like until there's been major change, like major reparations, to repair to the damage. It's a no-go topic. Just like what's it called? The Holocaust. Like, you know, you just don't go talking about negative destruction, people's destruction, and expect anything positive to come out of it. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'll be on one.
Yeah, this one.
I don't mind.
I got two big ones.
Yeah. I'll be passionate about this. I'm
yeah. That's I put this on because it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, H&M, if you make that, test the waters with the Holocaust t-shirts and make them, and then let's see how that goes.
That's all we got for today. Yeah. 30 seconds left.
All right,
we'll bring this back again. Different topic though. Different style. All right, cool.
All right, we out.
I thought you did a good video.